to have like the humility, so to speak, to like to be able to admit and to have the strength and the vulnerability to even admit to yourself, just one on one, I guess, so to speak, or zero on one or whatever, is is yeah, you have to be able to admit to yourself that you have been a dickhead and that you are a dickhead, right? Most people don't want to do that at all, because to be a victim and to play as if you're perfect the whole time, that is you can kind of get off on that, because like the ego can defend itself by blaming everything outside of itself. It's like, oh, the government done it to me. So it's like, if you can convince yourself that you're a victim, there's a lot of benefits to that, like psychologically, because you don't have to bear the pain of like responsibility. Like anything that goes wrong, like you can spin a story in your mind and blame, like you can scapegoat the government for everything or something like that. Like, say my mum is in poverty right now and I haven't been working very much recently. It's like I love to blame the system, which I'm right for doing, but like if I can blame the system, then I don't have to blame myself, you see. And I've often found that in general is like, if you can find something to blame, you can like aim all of the anger and the pain at something that's not you, or like just have somewhere to channel it towards in a way. But yeah, it's crazy how much like to solve mental health, you really just need to clock. That's all you just need to clock, and then like keep clocking, and just keep clocking out, and then that's how you do it. Just go, oh shit, like the more there's so much to discover within contemplation and journaling. I think I've literally been like disembodied for like 2 years, because I've always been on my phone and I haven't really like, what I should have done is like really honed in on journaling and done like a meditative journaling thing like every day, all the fucking time. And I should have been doing that, because there's so much like wellspring of stuff in my mind, yeah. And I know for a fact there's a deep intuition that I should have been journaling and like writing this shit down properly much longer ago. But yeah, so that's it. So that's the thing, you can, and until you contemplate these things, they will go unseen. So like you'll spend your whole life unconsciously defending the ego, because you haven't actually ever really contemplated and deconstructed and unwinded that whole like fucking paradigm, where it's like, you know, what's it? Like, until you think about it logically, and then you get the clarity through the contemplation, and then you can like see a feasible, like when you clock, you can see the direction you should head in. But it's like, until you clock, you never will, kind of, where it's like, you have to like accept, like, until you're willing, like, if you're automatically, subconsciously default opposed to the idea that you are yourself a dickhead, if you can never ever swallow that pill, yeah, then you're fucked. It's ego. That's what Hamza says as well. He says it's ego. Like, you're not teachable because you're not humble, because your ego gets off on believing that it is the bollocks. Like, you think that you're the top G because that is like the automatic ego selfish agenda. And if you always think you're the top G, yeah, because again, if you can convince yourself that you're blessed, yeah, then that's very psychologically useful, because that means that if anything goes wrong, it's not you. It can never be you, because it's the world that's in the wrong. You're a victim in a way. So it's like the government's in the wrong. I've always been right from the get-go. You have to integrate evil into yourself, where like the flaws you see in the world and in everybody, the sins you see in others, you have to realize that they are also in you, so to speak. But yeah, until you can like get past that, like, because I've had struggles with self-worth for ages, yeah, and I should also accept myself in a way. But the reason why I have problems with self-worth, yeah, and I was even trying to feel that at some point. I don't know. See, this video wasn't meant to be public, so I've got to be careful about what I say. But like, oh, I don't want to disclose all of it, but I've had problems with self-worth, right? And I should love myself, yeah. I should have self-love, but it's like the paradox of personal development is to love yourself, accept yourself with self-love and compassion and like forgiveness and empathy for the trauma and the way that you are and understanding everything with like that Christ consciousness. But then also, like the reason why I've had struggles with self-worth is because I'm a twat. Or I have been. I don't want to affirm that. Again, you got to watch the subtle language. But it's like, I need to listen to that. If I have problems with self-worth, it's like, well, let's deconstruct that then. Because it's actually valid. Valid to have problems with self-worth. Like, it's not just like, oh, you should always love and for like this kind of like liberal like antidepressant fucking like therapy type vibe. It's like, you know, just take antidepressants, no body shame, just love yourself, just be fat and just be like, it's like where they say like, if you hate yourself, you shouldn't. You should love yourself, accept yourself. And that's true, but you should also work on yourself. Where it's like, it's kind of like so skewed. You can't just like have radical self-acceptance because that's you being kind to yourself. No, it isn't. That's like some pussy like. It's like as if like the problem isn't the problem. The problem is you having a problem with the problem, is how the therapist will talk to you. It's like, you don't need to improve, you just need to learn to love yourself. So you end up like loving, like, oh, I need to learn to love myself. So I just will remain like fat. And like, oh, you've been like told that you need to have compassion for yourself, so that you just let yourself be like fat and lethargic. Because that's self-acceptance. It's like this liberal, like, just, yeah, there's like a proper war on masculinity, isn't there? Like, I can't believe how much I've neglected that either, like, damn. Seriously, watch out for that stuff. Like, if the New World Order is like attacking masculinity, then watch the fuck out. Like, keep your eyes peeled, fam, because like, you don't want to fall into that trap. And they might know that you're in that trap, so they're leaving you alone for now. Who knows? Oh, fuck, man.